Hey guys, it's your boy Cal, and listen, before we get into the video, I just want to take the time to say thank you so much for your support. No matter if you're a YouTuber who takes it seriously and does it for a job, a career, who gets monetized, or you're just a YouTuber who does it casually like I do. It can be very hard sometimes. It can be very hard, very challenging to not just make the videos and edit them and come up with ideas, but it takes a lot of motivation to keep us going, like mentally and emotionally, to put in the work, especially when we don't always see the results. But I just always wanted to say thank you. For the ones who've been with me since day one, since I first started my videos, thank you so much. You guys are true, you guys are the fam. And for the newcomers, welcome, hi, thank you. I hope that as you watch my videos, I entertain you, I make you laugh, I make you smile. With some videos I do, I hope I make you think and make you, find something within yourself mentally or emotionally or spiritually that you wasn't aware of before that helps you better in the future or helps you expand your mindset. And hopefully within the videos you watch, hopefully you find something that entices you to join the channel, subscribe. So again, I just want to say thank you guys. Like I said, no matter how many views I get and no matter how many subscribers, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for, subscribing to me, because thank you so much for supporting me and enjoying my videos. Or even if you don't enjoy my videos and you just want to support me, thank you so much for the love, you guys. Like, for real, thank you. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I don't say that much in my videos, and personally, when I watch videos, when I hear people say that all the time, I understand it can be annoying, it can seem forceful and intimidating. But please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. The algorithm is really crazy. Unless you support the videos by liking them, there's no way our videos can get viewed. But even if you don't like a video, comment down below why. Put a thumbs down so I know what type of videos to give y'all, so I can know, okay, maybe this ain't the video for them. Or maybe, you can tell me something in the comments about how I can make my videos better, or what I said or what I did in the video that turned you off from the video. But like I said, no matter what, thank you guys. I hope y'all enjoy my video. Smile, laugh, relax. Maybe grab a notebook, because the way I talk about certain things, you might learn something. Who knows? But again, thank you guys, and y'all enjoy the video. What's up, you guys? It's your boy Cal. So as you know, we are wrapping up the month of March. And in regards to that, you know that March is known as National Women's Month, Women Dedication, Women History, and stuff like that, right? So to finish off the last week of March, I thought I would do a review and analysis on a fictional female character. Now y'all know me. Y'all know that my favorite thing about the world of comics are the Xmen, right? And when it comes to the Xmen mythos, they have a lot of great characters. And one in particular that I think goes past the viewer's eye is the character of Mystique. Now, just like with a lot of the characters that we have seen part of the X-Men mythos, well, Mystique has appeared throughout pop culture, right? And just like with most of the characters that we have seen depicted within the pop culture medium when it comes to TV shows, games, or movies, I feel like most of them don't really get at who she really is. They don't really get at what makes Raven Darkhölme. They don't get what makes Mystique such an interesting and complicated character. That is really just one adaptation of her who has appeared on the screen, in which the writers and the storyboard people basically just picked her up off of the comics and dropped her in, because this adaptation of hers is perfect. And I'm talking about her depiction from the animated series X-Men Evolution.
All she ever say is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. Yeah. You don't ever come to me. Yeah. All she ever say is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. Yeah.
Throughout all the different depictions of pop culture, whether it be a game, animation, a live adaptation, or whatever the case may be. Mystique has been placed in almost every single one of them when it comes to X-Men. And why would she, right? She's great. She's a great character. She's full of complexities, and she's layered. And while her depictions are okay, none of them really hit who she is. But let's look at her depictions, right? Most people know of her from the X-Men movies, right? Where Rebecca Romijn played her awesome. She was awesome as Mystique, right? But she wasn't perfect, but she was still awesome. Then we had Jennifer Lawrence in the Next Generation X movies, which wasn't bad, but it wasn't as great as Rebecca Romijn, right? She's appeared in almost all of the video games. She's appeared in Wolverine the X-Men, the X-Men 2 series, so forth and so on, right? But like I said, none of them really hit on what makes Mystique. So let's look at what they did here, right? Rebecca Romijn's version. It's on the crypticness, the mysteriousness, and the way she works in the shadows, right? She hit on her martial arts skills. Jennifer Lawrence, she hit on Mystique's sense of belonging, wanting to feel like she's a part of something, wanting to feel accepted. She hit on Mystique's insecurities, right? X-Men 92 hit on a few different things. Her past, her relationship with Rogue and Nightcrawler, her connection to the Brotherhood. And then we got into the Wolverine X-Men type, where she wasn't really even much of a player, but when she showed up, they hit on her relationship with Logan, which for the life of me, I don't know why that was what you decided to focus on for that character. I mean, I really don't understand what that was about, because it's like, sure, we all know that she has a past with Wolverine, but I don't think it's that integral or even that much of a staple to either one of those characters. And then frame it in a way in which it's like the most tragic love thing that's ever happened to Mystique, or I don't know. Especially since when I think of Mystique and Wolverine, I'm not thinking of them when it comes to like romance. The only thing I think of when I hear about him and Mystique is Ray's. And again, Ray's is barely a footnote in the comics. So I don't know what that was about. But like I said, when it comes to Mystique's portrayal in X-Men Evolution, it was chef's kiss, magnificent. It was beautiful. It was perfect. It touched on everything that Mystique was, right? But because of her being a shapeshifter, her being so ancient, she has experience. She has experience that ties to her past that makes her see the world in a darker view. She understands how people are treated. She understands that because of her age and because of her being a mutant, she can imply or implement and set things up in different ways to what's most beneficial. And what does that mean? That means you have to be a spy. Mystique of anything is a spy. But in connection to her being a spy, that means obviously through age, you gain experience. You learn to adapt, which makes her an actor. You have to be able to act. If you have the type of abilities that you have, combined with the experiences that you have and the knowledge, and you're going to try to set events up in a way that they should be set, in a way that can be beneficial, you have to learn how to play the part and play it believably. But on top of that, like I said, she's full of tragedy. This is a woman who's had 200 years plus of experience, who has lost and gained, who has been hunted, who has been kidnapped, who has been a part of murders, relationships, and so much more. She's not trying to tie herself down because she's afraid of losing people, because she knows that the bigger picture, if you was to get involved and try to focus on a refined relationship, things could go left. She tries to do what's best for her. She's not thinking about everybody else. She would manipulate. She would abuse, betray, stab, lie, whatever. That's the thing about Mystique. So While other depictions like Rebecca Romaine and Jennifer Lawrence were good, they kind of went against the grain of who she is. Jennifer Lawrence was very emotional. That's not who Mystique is. Mystique, she's cold and calculating. She turned her immunity off. She's no longer interested in forming connections. She's no longer interested in the possibility of hope or anything like that. She's more worried about what's the best way to benefit me emotionally. How can I stay from getting hurt? What's the best way for me to become wealthier? What's the best way for me to survive? And for the most logical part, seeing that we are human-based beings that think on feelings, remove the feeling. That's it. That's the best answer. And just off of those reasons alone, it explains why the adaptations of her that was in the movies and Wolverine the X-Men doesn't work. She is trying to find herself in relationships. She's trying to connect too much emotionally. She ends up becoming a symbol. Mystique doesn't give a damn about being a symbol. And then, even though she wasn't worried about forming a connection, there was only 5 minutes of her making an independent choice for herself, or making a choice that could serve her greater good, even if it did line up with others. So yeah, those weren't good adaptations of Mystique. Evolution, like I said, everything that makes Mystique was there. It was there. Mystique was so great with the Xmen Evolution. Okay, first of all, like I said, for her to be a spy, for her to be someone who is set into places to manipulate events, that was basically her whole archetype within the world of Xmen Evolution. The first time we see her, she's posed as the X-Men's principal at their high school. And why? Also, she can gain intel on the X-Men, so she could place events and people up to go against each other. And as the principal, she's setting up the X-Men to face off who will be their rivals. She's bringing in their rivals, lying to Rogue, saying the X-Men attacked you. Whole time, Rogue is her adopted daughter, and she was the one attacking Rogue as members of the X-Men to manipulate her. What? That's amazing. That's definitely Mystique. And just within those few examples alone, we already established things that make Mystique in the comics that they refuse to do in the movies or they went against the green with. By her attacking her own daughter and posing as the X-Men and lying, she set up events and changed people's lives. She was able to show that she was ruthless and didn't mind manipulating and betraying her own family. She set things up in a way where she moved the plot. She showed how she's willing to collaborate with people, but she's not tying herself down. For some reason, within both sets of the movies, she wanted to be a part of something, a team. She tried to stick herself to Magneto. She was a part of Magneto's brotherhood when in the first set of movies. Then she was trying to be a part of the X-Men, I guess. I don't even know what that was. But then the Jennifer Lawrence movies. No. In the comics, she will collaborate. She will work with Magneto if it benefits her. But she's not going to side with him. She's not part of the acolytes or whatever. And she's definitely not a part of the X-Men. X-Men Evolution touched on all of the things that made Mystique so greatly. It's just like, you see her assassin skills. You see her fighting technique. I mean, sure, she got her ass beat by Storm, but come on, I mean, it's Storm. Like, come on, you got an African queen who's full of weather powers and who grew up on the streets learning to fight and pickpocket. I mean, and you're a thief and stuff. Like, come on, it's Storm. Who? I don't even think that's fair. I mean, come on. Principal Darkhölme is the best Mystique we have ever gotten. I'm sorry. Principal Darkhölme is the best Mystique we ever got. So, yeah, it was chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. But yeah, you guys, y'all know what it is. Until next time, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Deuces.